Hello everyone, welcome back. In our last episode of the No Man's Sky Permadeath Survival Challenge, we did a little bit of building up, we did a little bit of exploration, did a little bit of mining, and it was a nice, laid-back, slow-paced diversion from our primary goal, which is to get going on trading again. While spending a little time between videos trying to hunt down the last creature so we could scan it and get a bunch of nanites, our base computer has been able to decrypt some of those archives that we set it to decoding, and I thought, why don't we go ahead and see what that is. So here we are outside our base. We're just gonna take a peek in here, and automated archive recovery in process, data recovered 6%, new data available. All right, show us what you've got. Entry 4925X follows, which is, well, a whole lot of letters ahead from where we were. Found additional buried technology modules, construction proceeding smoothly. Recent expedition yielded copying data to additional data available. Construction logs recovered, blueprints reassembled and prepared for download. Alright, show us what you've got. Base technology data extracted, downloading plans, storage container plans restored. Hey, that's real useful. We've been running out of storage space here, so we're definitely going to build some of those. We're going to have to expand our base again. Readable archive, retrieval complete, beginning defragmentation of next segment. Okay, so in a while, it'll have something else for us. So it looks like now it's time to expand our base a little bit, or maybe move some of these refiners, make room for a storage unit. That sounds like the best bet. If we have time after that, I think maybe we'll go explore a little bit more in our local system. We're going to need some magnetized ferrite, so let's just put down a refiner here that we can use to refine some ferrite dust. Do we have any ferrite dust? We do. I think we needed 30, which means this is just about the right amount. Was it 30 that we needed? 35. Alright, so we need a little bit more. It's already almost done. Just let that finish, I guess. We'll put a little bit more in. We need, where did the other ferrite go? There it is. We need 10 more. There we are. Put this back in the starship. Alright, we'll be done with that in a moment. We also need 20 sodium. So we'll put down one more and decompress some of that sodium nitrate. And there we are. Just 20. If I recall correctly. Okay, we should be good. Put that in our inventory. And that, put this in our high capacity storage, so it goes back where it belongs. And then we get the fun job of trying to align this so that it's straight. That's always troublesome. That looks about right. So now our storage container is down, but it's not powered. How much power do we have coming out of this biofuel reactor? 20 of 50 is used. And this needs, oh, I didn't check when we were laying it down. We'll run another line behind this so we don't have to look at it so much. I've managed to embed in the wall mostly. That's good. Looks like it has enough power to power them both. Oh yeah, only 5 more used, so now our storage unit is online, and we can put some of that stuff that we've been picking up way too much of into our storage. We don't need to hold on to most of this. I found this in one of those buried caches that we found the jetpack upgrade in. I actually found another jetpack upgrade and a hazard protection upgrade. I'll show you that in a second. This is something we can spend to find a sentinel pillar, just like we did in the very first episode where we found where use the planetary chart to find where that hermetic seal was. We can do the same thing to find other things, and this particular map finds a security node for the sentinels. We will definitely be using that later. Oh, and we have this thing that we picked up on that strange rattling world. Why don't we put that down? As it turns out, it's a decoration. Turn this so it's turned at an interesting angle. Doesn't generate very much light. Nothing really does. We're going to have to find some kind of light soon. This base is full of things that are glowing, but it's still pretty dark in here. Alright. I think the rest of that will keep with... Oh wait, no, the star bulbs definitely need to go in there. It's kind of boring, but we will be done with this really quick. I found some of this suspicious technology that also gives us upgrades. We'll just go ahead and use that. And we're sticking it next to the deflector shield system because that gives it a boost to its efficiency. I didn't mention that when I was doing the thing with the jetpacks. Alright, so we should be able to put everything that isn't immediately useful to us into storage for use later. Then we will be well sorted to going out and exploring our local system. I think the rest of this stuff we can keep on us. We're either going to find more of it or we're going to need to use it. Except for those portable refiners, we only need one of those with us. Alright, that's enough of all of that. Let's go see something interesting. We're going to keep our active mission on the primary one, since that's going to help us unlock some more tech that we need to start trading the way we would like, eventually anyway. And let's sort our inventory just a little bit so things aren't getting in the way. Alright, now we're ready to go. Our base is starting to look cluttered, but kind of interesting. I'll have to expand it again soon. So I think it would be good, since the tutorial mission is telling us to do some other things. I think it would be good to explore the other planets in our system. We won't spend as long on it as we did. That might not be the... Oh, we've got a signal. Let's see what it says. We've got that same comms override with the 16s again. Incoming transmission source unknown. You are not alone. Please identify yourself. I am a traveler. You left me. Why did you tell them you don't understand or tell them you are sorry? I really don't understand what's going on. Who's saying we left them? When did that happen? Of course you'd say that. Of course you'd, just like the others. Who am I speaking to? There is no reply. The communicator falls silent, though the channel remains open. Well, that was unexpected. So I guess the planet we're going to go take a peek at... How's that rattling planet again? I thought we were going to explore, but there's always time for that later. We just did some exploration. I'm really anxious to get a hold of some of the tech that we need to start trading. Some of these things that we've been doing the hard way get a whole lot easier when you have some money. So we're going to focus on that. And almost there. Kind of wish they'd sent us to a different planet. But kind of wanting to explore that blue planet that we saw, that we were just about to head over toward. This one has those riverbeds too, dry ones. Approximate location reached. Let's see. Looks like we're supposed to go right about that way. That's pretty interesting. I hesitate to call it a cave, but I don't know what else to call it. Kind of cool. Let's just run through it. We could fly straight up that cliff, but we'll run a little bit farther down here just to see what it looks like. It looks really cool, even though there really isn't anything down here. Alright. Then we can jet up this wall. Sure loving those jetpack upgrades. Let's make sure we're still on target. See how much longer we can fly now. Actually get some distance when we use our little speed boost. Should be right about... No, we went past it somehow, I think. Must be that down there that it's trying to lead us toward. It's not doing a very good job of pointing us in a straight line toward it. So we have another wrecked ship. And it appears that this is the coordinates that the message came from. Let's see what we can find. We need chromatic metal and sodium. We left all our chromatic metal back in our base. Grab those nanites out of this machine. Definitely going to need those. I don't know if we need this other stuff, but it doesn't take very long to open up the boxes, I guess. And then we'll look for a little copper and a little sodium. Let's see if there's any sodium nearby. I'm not seeing any sodium. So we'll look. I do see a buried tech module right underneath our feet. Let's grab that. And let's find some copper. We only need 5 chromatic metal. So we just go over and poke it, basically, and we'll be good. Let's drop a marker here. Copper we found so far is a long way away. It appears to be the only one, so we're going to, excuse me, we're going to have to go to that one. Let's call our ship. It doesn't have fueling the launch thrusters. Luckily it's not far away. Whoa, that's quite a drop. I haven't scanned that before. Maybe we don't need to bother with that. I don't think we need to bother with that. We're not going to spend any significant amount of time mining here, I don't think. So, feels nice to have some significant capacity in our jet tanks again. I should say again, for the first time. For me, it's again. $1,200 units isn't so far when you've got a ship. Alright, I see the luster of copper metal. Not landing on a phantom deposit this time. We only need 5, and we have a bunch of chromatic metal back at the base, so I'm going to switch to the biggest. I don't know what to call it. Mining tip, drill, setting. And you see how much faster that went. But we only got 129 copper out of that. Now that wasn't a particularly big node, and as you may have seen, it was also heavily mixed with dirt. But of course you can also notice that there wasn't very much that we recovered. And that's why we don't use the biggest setting very often, but we're in a hurry. We've got plenty. I tried to miss that one. We are in a hurry, so everything better get out of our way. Oh, and I didn't look for sodium while we were out there. That was a mistake. Well, whoa. Let's see, let's scan again. Any sodium nearby? Nothing close. A little low on oxygen. Any of these have sodium in them? We only need 5. There's a quicker way to look at that. We only have 1. I guess that doesn't actually tell us what we want to know. Unidentified plant. Carbon and mordite. Yeah, this is not what we're looking for at all. It's a plant. It's not going to have sodium in it. I guess there's nothing for it. We're going to have to lift off again, waste some fuel, fly a little distance away, and look for some sodium. I guess we could jet. That would probably work. But if we fly, we could just wait till we see a yellow glow of some sodium. Is that sodium? No, that looks like wheat or something. Doesn't help that everything on this planet is yellow. Not seeing any sodium. Stuff is getting drawn in kind of slowly. We might just not be giving the game enough chance to let us know it's here. But you can usually see that sodium from a long way away, so... Every plant is yellow. Makes this harder. Beginning to wonder if there is any sodium on this planet. Now I'm starting to think it would have been faster to go home. Well, let's just land here and do a scan. We'll run around the area. We can't be too far. Looking for sodium indicators. Not finding any within our scanner range, which is not very far. It's only a couple hundred units. Oh, I need to be more careful. Our shields are low. Yeah, there's one other little trick. I'm not sure what this animal is going to drop if we try to extract resources from it. Looks more mineral than animal, but I don't even know if we can get anything from it. That took a lot of hits. What do we get? We got living slime. Not helpful. Well, much as I hate to do it, we're running out of time already. Do another scan. If we don't find some sodium real quick, I might just have to go back to the base off camera, and we can pick up on the next episode figuring out what happens when we repair that distress beacon. I cannot believe that there's not any sodium on this planet. I've done a lot of looking. I thought sodium was on every planet. Can you imagine if they had landed us on this planet instead? We would have been done for. Well, we have one other hope. If we can find some hostile plants in this cave, they often have sodium. There aren't any though. We are striking out. What does it take to build a teleport terminus? 4 plates, which are in our storage, and 2 carbon nanotubes, as I recall. There's no way around it. It's just going to be faster to go home. Despite every effort to avoid having to do so. This cave's a little bit bigger than it looked. Alright, finally. Some hazardous flora. One of you be a deer and give us some sodium. There's another one. Sodium. You at least 5? Excellent. Alright. So now we'll just jet over to that beacon, do a little quick refining, and we can finish with seeing what this distress signal has to tell us. You know, I just realized we could have refined some of the sodium nitrate that we have in our backpack. Oh well. Alright, let's see how much 1 carbon gets us. See if we can get 5 chromatic metal out of that. Nope. Looks like it would have taken 2. That's enough. Repair this beacon. Bunch of static. There are no signs of life. There is only the static of a broken communicator. Let's see what we can find in the records. Whatever message was once here has been scrambled beyond recovery. All I extract is the pilot's name, Artemis. Whoever they were, they are long gone. The only other uncorrupted data is a set of plans, an upgrade for my mining beam. Hey, we got an advanced mining laser. Great. Well, when next we meet up, we can maybe salvage this ship, build our advanced mining laser, and continue on the trail of this Artemis. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you again real soon. Until then, have a great one. Goodbye.